A few months ago, we had our biggest ever car and bike viewers choice contest. Biggest ever, almost 2 million votes strong. And now it's finally time to tell you who has won that contest for each of our categories. Let's get started. So I know many of you have been waiting to find out if you have possibly won. Let's start with our new categories. Yes, we expanded viewers' choice this year to bring in a lot more voting from you. And you know what? We got even voting, almost the same number of votes across all 7 categories. So one of our new categories, electric vehicle of the year. Now there were a lot of high-end ones to choose from, but the winner was a very democratic choice. The winner was the Tata Tigor EV, and one of the people who voted for it and who will now win one of our special prizes is Nivesh Kumar from Patna in Bihar. Many congratulations, Nivesh. Staying with the winners who are going to get themselves that special iPad, let's talk about our tech categories. We split that up this year into the technology of the year and the user interface or UI of the year. Let's start with tech. Now here's another category that gets a lot of attention, and there was of course a lot of voting. The tech choice that came out on top, Audi e-Sound from the e-tron family of vehicles, and the lucky winner who voted for it and has also emerged our contest winner is S. Maninder Singh from Patiala in Punjab. Once again, many congratulations, a new iPad is headed your way too. So let's quickly move on to that UI category, the user interface, which is all the screens and the gadgets you're seeing inside cars that help you. Also a lot of interesting stuff happening on the two-wheeler side. The winner here was Android Automotive from Google that we've seen for the first time in cars from Volvo. And the winner of the contest here, someone who voted for Android Auto, is Rohit Sharma from Purnia. And once again, it is a brand new iPad that you win, Rohit. Congratulations to you as well. Now let's move on to the product side of things, the cars and bikes. Brand new category here, CNB Used Car of the Year. Now here we had all the popular certified used cars that are in the market that were in the running. The most popular amongst them turned out to be the Hyundai i20. Our winner, who also voted for the Hyundai i20 and will drive one of them home, is Vijay Kiran from Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. Congratulations Vijay, you get yourself a certified Hyundai i20 from Mahindra First Choice Wheels. And now on to those traditional categories, the ones that get so much attention, also had thousands and thousands of votes coming in. We'll begin with the ACO CNB Viewers' Choice Motorcycle of the Year. The winning bike here was the Bajaj Pulsar F250, and the winner who gets to ride home a brand new Bajaj Pulsar F250 is Kritika Malke from Silvassa. Fantastic, you get that brand new motorcycle. It's headed your way, Kritika. Now the ACO CNB Viewers' Choice Scooter of the Year. The winning scooter here was the Aprilia SXR 125, and the winner of our CNB contest is Nirmal Kurian from Ludhiana. Fantastic, brand new scooter from Aprilia, the SXR 125, a sexy looker, is going to be parked right outside your home. And finally, it is the ACO CNB Viewers' Choice Car of the Year. Now, very interesting here because the vote distribution wasn't quite as even as we saw in the other categories. In fact, I have to tell you, the winner, the Mahindra XUV 700, got over 50% of the vote. perhaps no surprise. So lots and lots of potential winners to choose from. The lucky draw and the lucky person, well, I can tell you, the name of the winner is Ashish Patil from Mumbai. Many congratulations, Ashish, from all of us here at Car and Bike. It is a very popular car, I don't have to tell you that, and I'm sure that you are going to be very happy with it. So a brand new XUV 700 is headed your way very soon. I hope it's soon because of course we all know that there is a huge supply constraint, so you might have to be just a little bit patient as that car gets to you. I am also very pleased that we've had such a rocking viewers choice contest this year. So many votes. Thank you so much for supporting that. To all our winners, many congratulations. It's a great tradition here at Car and Bike that we get to have this contest. Not only do we get all your votes, we get to award these trophies to the manufacturers who are very pleased with them. And yes, the best part, you get to drive home these fantastic prizes. So thank you again for participating. Please remember to always wear your seatbelts or your helmets and stay with Car and Bike for a lot more such contests. And remember, the next viewer's choice, not so far away.
So now we finally have that TVS Ronin, that all-new neo-retro motorcycle. You've seen it in concept form at the Auto Expo a few years ago. This is a production model, and some of you have commented on our Instagram, on our Facebook, that this one doesn't quite look like the Zeppelin concept that was shown at the Auto Expo. Yes, because this one is not that bike. It's different, completely new from the ground up. New design. It has hints of the Zeppelin concept, yes, but it is not the Zeppelin in production form. It's a new bike called a TVS Ronin. According to TVS, this is a neo-retro model. Not exactly a modern classic roadster, not even a scrambler. According to TVS, the company wants to target a new breed of consumers with this bike, who've possibly been there, done that, been bored with the typical modern classic 60s stylings, want something new, fresh, and of course with hints of that neo-retro design.
The Ronin's design seems to have been inspired by different genres of motorcycles. So there's a little tinge of what TVS calls modern retro roadster. And there are also some visible scrambler influences like the flat and wide handlebar, block pattern tires, and an engine bash plate, although it's made of plastic. The fuel tank is largish, almost teardrop shaped, but with a modern lid, the side panels are somewhat of a nod to the 80s, and the ribbed flat seat, again a hint of retro appeal.
To me, the design looks quite nice from the front. 41mm Showa upside down forks finished in gold. In this variant, looks very premium with the LED headlight and with that offset speedometer console. We'll talk about the speedometer console in detail a little bit. But if you look at it from the rear angle, it's a bit of a hit and miss. But believe me, the more time I spent with this bike, the design does begin to grow on you. Overall, I think it's quite a neat looking motorcycle. Not radically stylish, but yes, quite a nice looking motorcycle. If you sit on it, it's got a very neutral forward set foot pegs, very neutral riding position. So it's targeted at new riders, even first time riders. Although it's a 225cc engine, the engine's been tuned for mid-range and low range. So TVS wants to target new riders, women riders, lady riders, and that's the target consumer it is. Quite nicely built, nicely well finished. It's got span adjustable levers, blacked out handlebar, blacked out engine, blacked out alloy wheels with new block pattern tires, which have been designed specifically for this bike by TVS Remora. Nice block pattern tires here, but of course on alloy wheels, disc brakes front and rear, and it gets a single channel variant, of course in the lower variants, and the top spec variant gets dual channel ABS as well.
The Ronin also gets a long list of features. There's smartphone connectivity with turn-by-turn navigation, incoming call alerts, and even a voice command system. The offset speedometer offers good visibility and offers a long list of information including distance to empty and gear position indicator.
Switch gear, everything looks quite well fit. Design, fit and finish, typical TVS, quite nice. Overall, it's not a bad looking bike. You may think opinions again will be polarized whether this looks like a good bike or not, but believe me, the more time you spend with it, the design does begin to grow on you. Still, the proportions, the rear and the front don't gel that well to me, but overall, it's not a bad looking bike, and overall, I think it's quite a decent looking motorcycle.
The Ronin cranks to life silently, and the exhaust note is a bassy, burbly soundtrack. Not quite the long stroke thump, but the perfect square engine sounds and feels free revving. The slip and assist clutch offers a light and easy feel on the lever, and the gear shifts are precise. Acceleration isn't backslapping, but it revs freely close to 8000 rpm, and the speedo shows 100 km/h and beyond when prodded. Rather than trying to get anywhere in a hurry, the Ronin is best enjoyed at a relaxed and unhurried pace.
So what's immediately likable is the refinement of this engine. The Ronin's got quite a nice refined engine, very smooth. Low end torque is absolutely fantastic, mid-range fantastic. Fifth gear you can pull cleanly from as low as 35 km/h. So if you're the kind of a lazy rider who doesn't want to downshift too much, this bike will certainly satisfy you. Yes, but if you're looking at displacement and top end performance, then the Ronin may leave you a little bit disappointed, because top speed we haven't been able to test here on these roads, but the claimed top speed is 120 kilometers. And of course, around 5000 rpm, you'll hit about 75-77 km/h. But that's also when you feel a little buzz on a tank as well as on the seat. But overall, very tractable engine, very refined. Handling is very nice, braking spot on. Yeah, so if you want a tractable engine, smooth engine, without too many gear changes, this is the bike for you. But if you're looking for top end performance, this may probably not satisfy you.
The Ronin does make a strong impression is in its dynamics. The suspension glides over road imperfections and sure to corner or two, and even in the wet, it offers very good confidence to the rider. The brakes with dual channel ABS in the top spec variant offer good bite and progression, and complement the tires in grip and stopping power.
ABS also has got two modes, urban and rain. Now it's a rainy day here in Goa today, and we've tried the rain mode. Works quite nicely. When you brake in the rain, you are always assured of being in control. There's no locking up, there's no skidding. So quite nice, everything works fine.
The Ronin indeed is quite a likable motorcycle. In a way, it seems more like a product development statement from TVS, possibly even hinting at more future retro style models.
So in a word, the biggest strength of the TVS Ronin is its price. Very attractively priced, yes. And of course, it's easy to ride. So if you're a first time rider also, you can very nicely ride this without thinking about its performance, which is not at all intimidating. So first time riders, yes, this is the bike for you. But if you're looking for performance, maybe this is not the bike for you. What I like, the ride qualities. Even in the wet, the front end feel is very planted. Those Showa shocks really make it feel very planted, and the rear monoshock also, the ride quality is very supple, very nice. If you're going through minor bumps, very nice plush ride quality. Engine, smooth, refined, gear shifts, slick, all plus points there. The looks, well yes, the first half to me, it looks nice, but the rear somehow doesn't gel to me with the first half. So that's a negative in my opinion. But overall, I think TVS has made something which is not at all like anything that you see in the market today. Whether or not it goes on to become a successful product is yet to be seen. But of course, if you want to look different, have something unique, then you can certainly consider the TVS Ronin.
With prices starting at under 1.5 lakh rupees, the TVS Ronin certainly makes for an affordable, easy to ride, well-engineered motorcycle. If you can come to terms with its rather unfamiliar design, the Ronin actually is a good motorcycle. All it needs is consumer acceptability to make this modern retro do wonders for TVS.
That right there is the face of the future, according to Mercedes-Benz EQS. Very, very popular alphabets in the automobile space because everybody has been talking about this car for several months. And you know what? We've talked about it coming to India, and we finally have a confirmation that it's now just months, nay, weeks away from launch. So it will be the flagship in India too, and no doubt will not be for everyone, but it's being locally rolled out from the plant in Sakand. So that makes it a little bit of a significant moment as well. It will also be the car with the highest driving range of all the electrics launched so far. 770, that is the figure for the overall WLTP range that is claimed here in Europe. Of course, real-world conditions in India will differ. We'll wait and see what the official figure for India is, but it's going to be huge. And the car itself is huge. It's a nice, big luxury sedan. It is, of course, very much in a sense, an electric S-Class, right? That's what we've always called it, but it's studded with technology. There's a whole lot going on. This particular one also has been styled with a two-tone look, black and silver. Looks quite sharp. You see those wheels, also very nice design. And 21-inch is what you see here. We'll get 20 inches in India. Now, the car, of course, has the active suspension, so you can raise it as well in case you're wondering about the low ride height. The face is that modern EQ face in the sense that you see this blacked out grille portion and the continuous LED DRL. That's going to be a signature on most of the electrics going forward as well. The EQE also shares this platform, which is the EVA 2, the Electric Vehicle Architecture 2. And this particular car is the Edition 1, so one of the launch editions. And it also has a whole lot of surprises. Now, that's not the charging point. That's just where you put in the windshield washer fluid because the hood stays sealed shut. That's just how it is with a lot of electric cars these days, remember. The door handles, they pop out when you approach the car, when you have the key in your pocket. And of course, you can do it using the key fob as well. That looks pretty cool. And the coupe roofline runs back here with this thick chrome strip. But interesting how the waistline trim is blacked out. I like that. At the back, the continuous red LED taillights, again a signature in design terms. This one says EQS 580, that is the range topper. That's the car with the 108 kilowatt hour battery and that huge driving range. The output is over 500 horses, you get over 800 Nm of torque. There's a lot to play for here. 4MATIC tells you that this is an all-wheel drive, which also has rear-wheel steering, by the way. So that's coming to India as well. Inside the car, it gets pretty luxurious, but before I go in, I want to quickly also mention to you that there is an even more powerful version of this car. Well, no surprises for guessing that that one gets badged AMG. So yes, there is an AMG version of the EQS. There's a chance that we might be getting that as well. Okay, let's go inside and show you a little peek of all the cool stuff that the cabin has to offer. Lots and lots of trim options available, of course, on this car. And that's no surprise, being the flagship. This particular one has a very nice white interior. It's been beautifully finished. There's a lot to talk about this end-to-end, almost one single screen feel. It's actually 3 screens behind one glass surface, and it's very cool. This is something that's brand new. There's even a screen over here for the passenger. That only comes on when the passenger looks at it, by the way. So somebody needs to be here for us to see that. Okay, I'm going to show you this screen real quick because that is one huge part of the story here. And I just got it started with fingerprint recognition. And there you go. Really big screen, more than 17 inches. And there's a huge virtual cluster as well that you can customize. There's lots that you can do in terms of displays, connectivity, connected car experience, and so much more. So there you go. Apple CarPlay, that's wireless. There's a wireless charger in here. There's lots of screens, even at the back. So there's plenty to look forward to when this car drives in, because it will really set a lot of benchmarks in many ways. The white interior for India, though, I'm not so sure about, though it does look pretty gorgeous. It's comfortable, it's fast, and it is very, very modern. So we can't wait to tell you more about it in our full detailed review. This, though, is your first look at what's undoubtedly a very modern, a very futuristic offering from Mercedes-Benz.